Welcome back to Fantasy Football 101 with Stark, Grammy, Pedigo, and Nicorelli. Taking your calls at 529-1450.
Thank you, Dave. Yep, that's the number, 529-1450, 529-1450. You're listening to Fantasy Football 101 on Sports Radio 1450 and on the web at sportsradio1450.com. We've had callers from New York and all over the place again this week, and we appreciate that. And also check out the poll question on the webpage at sportsradio1450.com. How many fantasy football teams do you have?
Not as many as I used to, thank God. By the way, on the website...
We got a lot of votes, though, on 5 or more.
Yeah, I know.
We got some hardcore, incredible fantasy football players out there.
On the website, I will update injuries late this afternoon. It'll be on there.
Yep, double-check that on a daily basis if you'd like. Yeah. Mark does a great job of keeping up with the injuries. We've talked about a lot of them this morning, but Mark will give you the final update before game time tomorrow, so make sure you check that out at sportsradio1450.com. And, it's been one of those weeks where there's, and already, it's the first week, but it's one of those weeks where there's all these questions and the game time decisions and the probables and all that, but that's what we are here for, and we'll answer your questions, and we'll try to answer them the best that we can, and we'll give you the best knowledge that we know of. That 529-1450, that is the phone number, 529-1450. We are wrapping up the show here in just a few, so we do need to do our studs, duds, and sleepers for the week, but we do have some time for some more phone calls. 529-1450 is that phone number, but let's go ahead and go to our studs, duds, and sleepers for the week, fellas. Mark, give me your stud first.
Okay, I feel kind of dirty doing this because this is easy, but Drew Brees has just got a matchup against Detroit. The quarterbacks are awful. Last year he went 30 for 40 for 352 yards and 2 scores. I can't pass that up.
But, it's not really cheating. I mean, he is going to be a stud for this week. It's a definite thing. I mean, not that anybody would have the question, should I plug in Brees or not, but
that's right.
My stud's not any better. I have Adrian Peterson at Cleveland, and obviously you're not going to be wondering, should I play AP against Cleveland or what do I do? No, obviously Adrian Peterson's going to go crazy against Cleveland, so he's an easy stud to pick.
My stud, Ray Rice. I like the matchup there for Baltimore against Kansas City.
Yeah.
Same kind, similar to you guys too. Kansas City's going to be god awful this year, I have a feeling, and Ray Rice, I think, is going to have a breakout year.
Yeah.
Or I'm hoping, anyway, because he's on both my fantasy teams. I'm hoping that he's going to be a stud this week. What about your duds, fellas?
Mark? I got Antonio Bryant. He had a great last half of the season for Tampa Bay, but you know what? He's missed most of all the preseason. The quarterback situation there is iffy at best. New offensive coordinator. No thanks. I'll pass on him.
Yeah, good call. My dud, Derek Ward versus Dallas. Now, here's a guy who got, signed by Tampa Bay, got big money to come play, was supposed to be the starter. A lot of people were pegging him this year's Michael Turner. And
drafted pretty high in a lot of fantasy
drafted
drafts.
Very high in a lot of drafts, and now he's not even the starter. Cadillac Williams is. He's buried in this depth chart with Ernest Graham, Cadillac Williams, and Derek Ward. And so, to me, I think he's the dud. And Dallas has a pretty good defense, and who knows how many touches he's even going to get.
And Tampa overall with the running back situation very similar to Denver, New England, where you just can't play those running backs because none of them are going to get enough playing time. Or at least consistent playing time where you can pencil them in for a fantasy roster.
Exactly.
My dud, I'm going to go with Brady Quinn. Looks like he's going to be the starter for Cleveland, and I think it's going to be a rough start.
Oh, man.
It's going to be rough. You're right.
I know they're at home, but yikes. Yeah. I don't think that's who he wants to play is one of the best defenses in the league. So that's my dud. How about a sleeper for the week, guys?
Sleeper, I like Darren Sproles, running back San Diego. He's backing up LT. They're playing Oakland, and you just have to know, after San Diego goes up by 4 touchdowns, San Diego's not going to keep LT in there after last year. They're going to keep him fresh. They'll put Sproles in probably early in the second half. And Sproles last year against Oakland had 2 TDs in a game. He's just a great guy. If you have a flex position, throw him in on there.
Yeah, and also if your league, awards individual touchdown points for like kick returns, Sproles is always a threat to run one back. He's at PPR leagues. He catches a lot of balls out of the backfield. I really like Sproles. That's a good pick, Mark. I like my sleeper. I actually have 2. I have Steve Breston with Anquan Bolden being dinged up. I think Breston's going to get a lot of looks. I mean, he had over 1,000 yards last year anyway. So versus San Francisco, I like Steve Breston from Arizona. And I also really like Mike Bell out of New Orleans versus Detroit, with Pierre Thomas being down and Reggie Bush being, primarily a receiving target. I like Mike Bell. I think he's going to have a nice game. So if you're able to get Mike Bell, plug him in maybe as a flex if you need to.
And he's probably available in a lot of leagues right now. So, get on your internet and pick him up.
Absolutely.
My sleeper, and I talk about this a lot, guys, but I always like to have a guy left over in the Monday night. I need a guy Monday night. And actually, this week there's 2 Monday night games. You're going to have Buffalo at New England and San Diego at Oakland. And I'm going to go T.O. as my sleeper. Hey, it's going to be on Monday night.
You could have seen this coming a mile away, Eric.
That's why I didn't give mine earlier.
Have you got your updated T.O. jersey yet, Stark?
No, I still sport the Niners T.O. jersey.
There you go.
That's where he got his career started.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, that's where T.O. got started. Then now he's a reality TV show guy and all that. But he's my sleeper. I think I think New England's definitely going to win that football game. But I think T.O.'s going to show up, in the spotlight. I think he's going to have a decent game. Trent Edwards, not a bad quarterback. I think he's going to show some things this year. He's got 2 good guys to throw to. I know Lee Evans isn't your favorite, but still, he's a decent wide receiver. Just don't play him on your team, right?
No.
Any other final advice, fellas, before kickoff tomorrow?
All I can say is just enjoy.
Football's back. Have fun. It's here.
It is back. Fantasy football is back. This is Fantasy Football 101 on Sports Radio 1450. Make sure you write down our phone number or put it in your cell phone. Don't forget it, 529-1450, 529-1450. And always on the web at sportsradio1450.com. Be sure to check out the poll question. Tell us how many fantasy football teams you have. Stay tuned. We've got Sammy's Yard Sale coming up, and also then this afternoon, Cubs baseball, and then they'll join the Notre Dame-Michigan game in progress. And then tomorrow night, here on Sports Radio 1450, big Bears game. The Sunday night game, that's going to be huge. They got
Giddy up.
The Packers going on in Green Bay. I mean, wow. It's exciting time.
It doesn't get any better than that. Let's go Greg Jennings.
Come on, Mark. Where's your Go Jay Cutler?
I've got so many guys I can say go for. I'm just saying, come on, guys. Just play, do your best, and win me my leagues.
Go T.O.
T.O. baby.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Fantasy Football 101, sportsradio1450.com. Be sure to tune in next week. We'll take your phone calls at 529-1450. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and enjoy the football tomorrow and Monday night.